Oh, yes, you've been working harder than ever. You've been hitting your targets, and you still feel like you're completely invisible. Meanwhile, that person that seems to do only half the work, they just got promoted, and you've been busting your butt for that job. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? That's because corporate America world in the 2026 is going to be a battlefield, and no one ever handed you the real handbook. So forget the employee handbook. The game has changed. We're in the era right now of strategic layoffs, aggressive AI, and hidden power structures where your title means less than it ever has before. But this is your survival guide. These are 12 unspoken rules you actually need to know, not just to survive, but to win. And I'm going to share them all with you. And I'm going to do it right here, right now. So come on, cousins, let's pod about it.
In a world fraught with confusion, one man will break his silence.
Oh, welcome to the funkiest show this side of the Pecos, baby. Who, me? I'm your friendly neighborhood guide and liaison for this journey that we call life. Terry Patrick here with Word to the Wise with the exclamation point, and I'm going to give it to you how you should get it. Yes, I like to do this every single Wednesday, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. And if you would like to support this program, be sure to hit me up on Zelle at tpatrick8844 at MSN or on Cash App at Cat Daddy in the Mix. Or you can catch me over there at Venmo at Word to the Wise Podcast. But first and foremost, before I get started, I always like to give it up to the people who gave me the truth. Gave it to me when I needed it, gave it to me like I should get it. I got to give it up, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for Pops and Fat Mama. Oh, yes, my parents loved them. Boy, love those Mises to Pieces. I don't know if you guys remember that cartoon. I'm here to break down some truth to you guys today. And I want to give you 12 truths that you can use inside of your job in corporate America. Let's be brutally honest, can we? The corporate ladder is broken. My goodness. I mean, it's not even a ladder anymore, is it? It's more of a volcano in some points, but a ladder has rungs. You keep 3-point contact and you will climb. Then, according to elite recruiter, Dapali Valles, who spent 25 years as an executive searcher and has reviewed over 1 million resumes, and she says that it is your visibility, that is the key. Your visibility, your story, and the trust you command. Those three things: visibility, your story, and your trust. Can you be trusted? Can you be trusted with trouble? Or are you a liability? See, CEOs, they're laser focused right now on growth. And they're focused on growth with 9 out of 10 of them expecting revenue to go up in 2026. But the engine for that growth isn't just people anymore, it's technology. That's what it is. And it creates a paradox, doesn't it? The company is optimistic, but you are anxious, and you should be. The same forces that are driving those optimisms, they're making your role more precarious than ever. 1.8 million people were laid off or discharged in October of 2025 alone. Last year, 17.4 million layoffs and discharges. That's reported by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And with the state of Connecticut being the one hit the hardest. Layoffs in 2025, they became strategic and not just a reaction to a bad quarter. Now it's a tool for optimizing and streamlining. Yeah, that's what they call it. This is just corporate speak, optimizing and streamlining. It's not about working harder, then, is it? It's about something else. It's about working smarter in a system with rules that are constantly changing, and they are almost never spoken aloud. Today, we're speaking of them right here. And let's get into the first one, and maybe the most important rule that you need to maybe just get in your head. Rule one: HR works for the company. Protect yourself at all times. The first truth you need to get burned into your brain is this: human resources not your friend. They are not your advocate, not your therapist, not your career coach. HR's number one job is to protect the company. Their entire existence is about lowering risk for the organization. That risk could be a lawsuit or high turnover or a union drive. Any individual who is an employee is a potential source of any one of those risks. So in 2026, this is becoming more and more obvious than ever. Think about it. With AI just reconfiguring entire jobs, HR is on the front line of what they call workforce optimization. Now, what does that mean? That means that their loyalty is and always will be to the company's bottom line, not to your personal career goals, not to your problems that you may have with a bickering coworker. No, so it means that for you, practically, it means you are your first and last line of defense. First, document everything: your wins, your positive feedback, your project results. Don't wait for the manager to remember them 6 months from now. Keep what I like to call a brag bag, a running document with dates, metrics, and outcomes. And if you have a chat about your career path or a promotion, follow that up with a polite but professional email. Summarize it. See, it's not about being confrontational. It's just about creating a paper trail or a digital trail. You're building a case for yourself. And second, you need to build yourself a network outside of the company. Your coworkers aren't your only lifeline. Connect with people in the industry. Go to events. Use LinkedIn like a pro. It's your source of market intelligence, your reality check, and your escape hatch if things go sideways. Besides, let's be real about it. Your peers are also your competition. And third, you have a problem. Understand HR's role. If you go to them with an issue about your manager, their first thought is, well, what is the risk here? Is the manager a top performer? Is this person, this employee bringing me this information? Are they known for constantly complaining? This doesn't mean you should never go to HR. It's not what I'm saying, but you should go with your eyes wide open and documentation in hand, a clear understanding that you're starting a corporate process. You're not in there just having a little confidential chat. Rule number two: titles don't protect you from layoffs. VPs get cut too. Whoo, what you say, cousins? For generation, vice president job. Ooh, that kind of meant like it was a safety net, wasn't it? It was the company's version of being able to reach a safe harbor. You had a team, you had a budget, and the belief that you were too important to be unceremoniously cut. That belief is now dangerously out of date. In 2026, your title is just a label on a box. And if the company decides to redesign a warehouse, your box can be moved. It can be relabeled. It can be tossed, no matter what it says on the outside. layoffs have gone from being a last resort for failing companies to a routine strategy tool for profitable ones. I mean, that's a huge shift. Think about it. Companies aren't just cutting fat, they're trimming muscle and to relocate some money to what they see as the future. And that almost always includes technology, robotics, and AI, artificial intelligence. So, second, the work itself is changing. AI assistants, they can now generate the performance dashboards. Man, they can summarize a team's progress that a VP used to spend hours working on. And if a leader's main value is managing just the flow of information, their role is ripe for destruction or disruption. Third, the hybrid work dynamic, it left the senior leaders more exposed, didn't it? While remote work and hybrid work is a huge perk, but there's a growing pressure from the top for the leaders to be in the office. It creates a visibility gap. And it also lets you know that as a senior leader, if you are managing a team and that team has a lot of remote people, it makes it very difficult for them to be physically present. And that means their visibility is also low. It's a subtle bias, but boy, it's a powerful one, isn't it, cousins? When they don't see you, you go unseen. So, how to protect yourself? How to protect yourself when your title won't do it? You need to be known for something else, something more tangible. Are you the person that can solve any client's crisis? Are you the one with the deep relationships with three partners that can bring in 40% of the company's revenue? What are you doing that is besides your title? Your protection isn't your spot on the org chart. It's the unique and critical value you bring. You need to shift that mindset, shift it to something that a leadership sees as essential. Number three, annual reviews are a formality. Manage your narrative all year long. So if you're waiting for your annual performance review or biannual, however you got it set up, to try to figure out where you stand, I'm going to tell you right here, right now, you're playing a losing game. By the time you walk into that room, the decisions have already been made. The annual review in 2026, it isn't a discussion. It's a bureaucratic ritual. It's a box checking exercise for HR to be able to document decisions that were made slowly over an entire year. The real evaluation is happening all the time in every meeting, every email, every project update. Your manager's opinion of you isn't formed in a single meeting. It's built from 1,000 tiny little points of data, and you're sending them whether you mean to or not, whether it be consciously or unconsciously. But remember, corpus memory is short, and your amazing first quarter is ancient history by quarter four. I mean, you have to really think about what you have been doing and every signal that you have been sending out. That small little slip up you had last week, oh, that's at the forefront of their mind. That's front and center. The person who works quietly in the background and assuming that, oh, my good work, it speaks for itself. You're letting other people write your story for you. They're telling your narrative, and your reputation is being built every single day. The annual review is just the moment it gets printed out. If you've spent the year actively managing your story, reviewing it itself, the review is just a formality. It's just something that they are going to do to check the box. They've already had the bonus budget be approved. So they had to divvy that up. It's only a certain amount of that they have. If you get an exceed expectation, well, there are only certain people who can be extraordinary. There is a quota. There is a cap on being extraordinary. And if you have someone who is being more visible than you, who do you think gets that mark? who gets that status. Brings me to rule number 4. Promotions go to the most visible, ooh, and not the most qualified. Ouch. That one hurts. This is the one of the most frustrating truths of corporate life. And it's a tough little jagged pill to swallow, especially for high achievers. You could be the most talented, the most hardworking, the most qualified person for the job. But guess what? If the decision makers don't see your work, you might as well not exist. In the corporate world of 2026, competence is just the entry fee. It just got you in the door. Visibility, that is what makes you a winner. Decision makers, they're human too. They operate on an incomplete information sometimes, and they have some biases just like everyone else. They promote who they know and who they perceive as having an impact. Your impact is invisible. It doesn't factor into their decision. So it's all about perception and how are you seen. And the rise of that hybrid work. AI is pouring gasoline on that fire. So that accidental visibility in the office, bumping into the director in the hallway, is gone for many people. Your visibility is now something that you have to actively and intentionally create. So how do you create your visibility without looking like a self-promoting jerk? First, become a source of knowledge. Find something you're good at. Become the go-to person for that, and everybody will come to you for that information. Second, raise your hand at the right opportunities. I'm talking about high visibility, cross-functional projects. It might be more work, but the payoff in visibility, it's huge. And third, you got to document and share your work in public forums. Did you create a useful template? Did you save the company some money? Share it, post it on the company's internal wiki. And first, ask for a seat at the table. Politely ask your manager, can I join certain meetings? I just want to observe. And the more you're exposed to senior level talks, the more you'll be seen as someone who belongs there. Make a place, make a door for yourself. And some people may say it's not fair, but it's true. The corporate world is a stage, and you could be the most brilliant actor, but if you're delivering your lines in a dark corner, no one will ever know that. You have to find your light. And I want you guys to shine a light on me. And we're just getting started. So if these rules are really hitting home, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment below, because I read every single last one of them. Your stories, they help all of us to be able to learn the game. If you've had some experience in this and you have seen that how corporate America is changing, how it's become a little bit more cutthroat, so to speak, I want you to share your experience right here with Word to the Wise. Drop it in the comment section, and trust me, I will reply. On to number 5. We have number 5 where performance is evaluated equally, okay? But visibility, that determines the outcome. I love this one. This is one of my favorite ones right here, because this rule is the logical and brutal next step from the last one. It's a concept. It trips us up. So many dedicated people, man, they feel like it's so unfair. But let's break it down. If 2 employees deliver the same results, they should get the same reward, right? In a perfect world, yes. But in reality, in corporate America in 2026, absolutely not. The outcome isn't determined by the performance, but by the perception, what they perceive that performance by the people in power. And perception is a direct result of visibility. I see you. You're here. You're around all the time. When there is some information that is needed, your name keeps coming up. So it is not about your performance, it is about your visibility. Number 6, over communication. It's a survival skill. Control your own narrative with over communication. Now, I want to break down what that means. In a vacuum of silence, a narrative will be created for you. It's usually not a good one either. It might be based on a rumor or a single bad interaction that you had with a peer or a coworker or with management or senior leadership or someone's biased assumption of you. Wasn't even real. They just came to the conclusion. But once that story takes hold, it's incredibly hard to change. This is why silence is one of the most dangerous things that you can do in the modern corporate world. The only way to fight it, you got to control your own story through over communication. So let's be clear. Over communication is not spamming your colleagues. It's not about writing these long novel length emails or just talking, just to hear your own voice. You got to remember the acronym of WAIT. Why am I talking? Why am I talking? It's a strategic over communication. It's a discipline practice. It's making sure of your intentions, your progress, your results are never, ever, ever in doubt. It's about leaving the room, no room for negative interpretation. Think about the modern work environment that you're in right now. Right now, we're drowning in information, aren't we? Oh my goodness. Emails, chats, Teams pings, notifications, text messages. Attention is what is a scarce resource, not information. Just to get someone's attention is a scarce resource. And if you aren't actively pushing out your signal through all of that noise, you're invisible. You're out of sight. You're out of mind and eventually out of a job. So in 2026, in the corporate world, your silence will be interpreted in the worst way possible. Fill that silence with your own voice. Tell your own story, because if you don't tell it, someone else will. Rule 7, your silence can also be weaponized. Speak wisely, but clearly. Every interaction at work, it's a data point. We like to think that, yeah, it's just a normal conversation. No, it was a data point. Every meeting where you stay quiet, every vague email that you send out, every hesitation in a conversation is being logged, consciously or not. It's still being logged down. And you know what? If you aren't around, in those conversations, they're having conversations about you. And in a high stake environment, that ambiguity, you guys, it would be weaponized against you. Your silence, it won't be seen as thoughtful at all. A colleague, meanwhile, they'll ask a smart, strategic question, but your silence, it created a void. It can now be filled with negative assumptions. This is especially dangerous when you're in emails and chats. You're sending out messages that you intended to be neutral, but that could be screenshot. Yeah, and just clip it, screen share, and then they forward that and present it as proof of your lack of enthusiasm. See, a vague response to a direct question, it can be twisted and to mean that, oh, you're hiding something. Now it's something negative that is going on about you. And all you tried to do is just keep your head down and lay low, but your silence is being weaponized against you. In corporate America in 2026, you're always on the record. Your words, they do have weight, but your silence, it has gravity, and it can pull you down. Don't give others the weapon of your ambiguity, okay? I hope you're still with me, because if you are, man, we about to get down to the meat and potatoes with rule number 8. Corporate memory is finicky. Your past wins, they fade away, but your losses, they do linger. I'll say that again for the people in the back. Corporate's memory is finicky. Their memory isn't a reliable recording of history. It's deeply flawed, is what it is. It's emotionally driven and highly selective. Highlight reel is what it is. And now it's hardwired into our brains and it's on full display at work. Your biggest success from last year is a hazy, pleasant memory. Your one major screw up will be remembered in crystal clear 4K vision. It's going to create a dangerous imbalance for your career. You can't rely on past wins to be able to carry you forward. No, Norman Vincent Peale once said that it's your best thinking that got you here that's going to require new thinking for you to move forward. Your best thinking got you to this level. Now you're going to have an open mind and get some new thinking. In other words, old keys, they don't open up new doors. Old wins don't get you new highlight reels. No, what have you done for me lately? That's the imbalance that it creates. What have you done for me lately? That attitude is everywhere. And lately often means when? This quarter, this month, or even this week. That's the rapid pace. And tech change, it makes it even more extreme. Think about it. So your heroic effort to manually go and clean up a data set 2 years ago, it was an awesome undertaking. It's irrelevant now. Why? An AI tool can do it in seconds now. So that means that you need a deliberate strategy to manage your professional brain against that finicky memory. Your career should never be a museum of past achievements. It's a living thing that must be constantly nurtured. Let your wins fade, let them go, and let your losses never define you either. But you got to manage them both because they both will define you. Yes, they will. Oh my goodness. If you have any questions or anything at this point, drop them in the chat. I would love to be able to hear from you guys. Give me a like, give me a comment, and subscribe to this channel as we jump into rule number 9. You're always being evaluated. Yes, every meeting, every email, and every reaction counts for something. The idea that you have that you're only being formally evaluated during the performance review period, that's a comforting lie. The truth is much more intense. You're being evaluated in every single professional interaction, every meeting, every email, every chat message that you may have, every facial expression on a video call. Woo, what you say, cousins? Oh my goodness. Hush your mouth, but keep on talking. Every facial expressions, it's all part of the big picture. It's part of your professional reputation. Are they a problem solver or a problem creator? Do I want to work with them more or less in the future? Those decisions are being made off every interaction. So when someone else is talking, what does your face say? Have you ever been told, fix your face? Are you nodding along? Are you clearly distracted, always looking over here at the second monitor? They see that on the screen. Before you've said a single word, you've sent a dozen signals about your professionalism. It's absolutely influenced that what the manager may have a gut feeling about you. Your colleagues may have a intuition. I just got a feeling about her, a feeling about him, which in turn affects everything from project assignments to promotions. The spotlight is always on them. And it may not feel like it, but it is. By understanding what this is and acting accordingly, you can make sure that that spotlight shows the professional that you want the whole world to see. So you always got to be on your best behavior. Rule number 10, busy does not equate productive. Impact beats activity. Impact. Our culture, it's been long glorified. The grind. I grew up with that. Yeah, hard work is only hard because you don't want to do it. Get out there, rise and grind. But being busy, it's been a badge of honor for most of us. Packed calendars, up sending emails at 10 p.m. It often seems like a sign of a dedicated employee. But in the corporate world in 2026, this is a trap. It's a trap. Busy is a measurement of activity. Productivity is a measurement of impact. What have you done? And leadership, they only care about impact, because AI, artificial intelligence, it's exceptionally good at just being busy. It can process thousands of documents and generate endless lines of code. And if your main value is your ability to just be busy, well, you know what? You're competing with a machine that always wins. It's like the story of that folk hero. You remember John Henry. It was a contest of strength. He took his sledgehammer and he went out and he challenged that steam drill. It was threatening to take his job on the railroad. And old John Henry said, I can outwork that machine. And they put on a big show about it too. So John Henry, he grabbed his sledgehammer and he got out there and he got busy. And he was driving those spikes, and they was trying to go through a mountain. So he was slugging the mountain. He made a hole in that drilling machine, that steel drill. It started to falter. He got busy and he defeated the machine. But he died shortly after from exhaustion. And he died with his hammer in his hand. So are you busy? Or are you actually making an impact somewhere? See, that's the new currency. It's not effort, it's outcome. It's not about how many hours you worked. It's about what did you move forward. They're not looking for employees who are good at being busy. No, they're looking at people who can show judgment, creativity, the ability to drive for some real and tangible results. You're probably going to find a lot of your activity is low impact. Yeah, like the legacy reports they've been sending out for years. No one reads them. Meetings that could have been an email. You need to block focus time on your calendar. Hear me when I say that. And treat it like it's a meeting with the CEO. Don't let anybody schedule over it. Focus time. Stop trying to win the busiest person in the world award. No one is giving out trophies for that. But you want to try to be the most impactful person. I left a footprint. And that's the one that comes away with not only some of their sanity and some work-life balance, but they come out with a promotion as well. Almost finished with rule number 11. Being liked is cute, but being trusted, now that's power. Influence lies in respect. Do you like being liked? Are you a people pleaser? Well, this is a truth that you need to know. In the schoolyard, being popular, man, that was everything, wasn't it? In the corporate world, being liked, it's nice. There's nothing wrong with being liked, but being trusted, it's a necessity. There's a huge difference between likability and trust. And confusing those two, that can be a fatal mistake in your career. Likability is about being pleasant and agreeable. It's about avoiding conflict, making people feel comfortable, at ease. And it's not a bad thing, but it is not a superpower. It's not a source of power whatsoever. Trust is about being a credible, reliable source. It's about having strong points of view. It's about not being popular, Trust is the foundation of real influence. You mean, just think about it. Think about the people in your organization that have some real power, okay? Not just from their title, but the ones whose opinions they truly matter. Are they always the most liked person? I mean, really, are they the most liked people in the organization? Often they're not. When your colleagues come to you to vent, you know what they want? They want a friend. But when the vice president comes to you and asks what's really going on with that launch over there in Europe, they want a trusted advisor. The first conversation, that was social. But the second one, true power. And it's a group called Manpower Group. It noted that confidence in AI is turning into a real major hurdle, you guys. It's going to put a huge premium on the reliability of human beings to be able to manage it. If we can't trust it, then we got to have people that we can trust. So it's a human tech partnership that goes together and cross-pollinate. And humans' most valuable contribution is their trustworthiness. Stop trying to be the most popular person in the room. Stop trying to be the most likable one. And no one likes a person always you got a quick joke or a quick quip. It's nothing wrong with a sense of humor, but you don't want to be the class clown. Start trying to be the most reliable person. In the long run, respect will take you to places that likability can't even see on the map. Trust me, respect will take you there where, oh yeah, he's well liked. Don't trust him. Last one, you guys. We're going to finish strong, and that is number 12. Titles don't equal power. Access, relationship, and trust. Those three things, that's where the power is. Quick question. Do you need a title to be a leader? Do you need some corner office? Yeah, I don't think so. Napoleon Bonaparte once said that when the people who report to you no longer bring you their grievances, two things have happened. Number one, they don't believe you can do anything about it. Number two, they believe that you don't care. Either way, they're following someone else and you're not their leader anymore. Ouch. Do people bring you their problems? Can you be trusted with trouble? And that has nothing to do with titles because titles don't equal power. And this final rule, it's going to tie everything together, though. If you only remember one thing, let it be this. Your title gives you authority, okay? But it does not give you power. Real, lasting power. It's in the 2026 corporation. It's the trinity of those three things: access, relationship, trust. Authority is the ability to be able to tell someone to do something and they'll do it because they're in your org chart. But power, true power, is the ability to get things done and influence those outcomes. Even with people who don't report to you, people want to work for you. That is power, and it's built and is not given. It is built up. It is not given. You're not going to get access, relationship, and trust overnight. You got to put in the work. There is no elevator to success. No, you got to take the stairs. And trust me, there's going to be some steps that are involved. This is what power looks like. And we're living in a volatile world in 2026. Your reorg, oh man, they can change overnight. Titles can vanish. We're just getting rid of that whole title now. And all of a sudden it's gone. But the trinity of power is the only thing that is truly yours and the only thing that is long lasting. Your title is tied to a box in the org chart. Your access, relationship, and trust, they are tied to you. That's what they're tied to. They'll follow you wherever you go. And when the division is being restructured and the person with the fancy title, they might be out of a job. But that person with power, the one who gets tapped into leading that new team. Yes, we're getting rid of this department, but not you. You come with us. Building this kind of power is your long-term career strategy. Every day, ask yourself, have I provided value to someone in my network today? Have I done something to strengthen a key relationship? Have I acted in a way that builds trust? Can I focus on building up my power base and not just climbing that corporate ladder faster? Because the ladder, it could be kicked out from under you at any given time, but that power is yours and you own it. So in conclusion, there you have it. 12 unspoken rules, not just for surviving, but winning in corporate America in 2026. The world of work, man, has changed. It's ever evolving. Those old rules of loyalty and quiet competence, they've been replaced by a new game of visibility. Own your own narrative and the power of influence. You can be frustrated by this and you can complain about it, say that it's not fair, or you can accept the reality of the game and play it better than anyone else because the power is in your hands. But now you got the rules. You have the rule book. So go out and win. I want to see you guys win at this game. I want to see you be able to excel exceedingly and abundantly. Whatever you do, guys, make sure that you keep tuning back in because I'm going to give it to you how you should get it. Yes, I am. And until then, be an influence. Make sure you're someone who can be trusted. Control your own story, your own narrative. You can do it. And if you ever need somebody that, just know that I got your back like vertebrae right here on Word to the Wise. I'll be seeing you guys soon, coming to a computer screen or cell phone near you. Love, peace, and hot catfish grease. See ya.
I hope you like the podcast and you really like the podcast.
Come on, be serious.
And you really like my podcast. Like and subscribe.